Okay, sixth graders, this video is to just remind you how to go about making a star outline. So, remember to first write your topic sentence, okay, and then you're going to draw a 2-column chart with a little space at the bottom for the concluding sentence, okay? So go ahead and draw that out, and you put a C for conclusion at the bottom. And then in the 2 columns, you're going to put evidence on this side. And over here, you're going to put explanation. Write that in there. Then the first thing you're going to do after you read whatever you're supposed to be reading is figure out your topic sentence. And your topic sentence is just answering the question that the prompt for the writing is asking you to do. So, for example, if we were reading the scholarship jacket and we had to make a star outline of the scholarship jacket, and the question was, what is the theme of the scholarship jacket? Then in our star outline, you would just write, the theme of the scholarship jacket by Marta Salinas is, it is important to stand up for what is right. So we want to just turn our question into a statement. What is the theme of the scholarship jacket? Turns into the theme of the scholarship jacket is. Okay? So you're going to first write your topic sentence into your star outline. Then we're going to start to think about evidence from the story. So you're going to find 2 pieces of evidence, at least 2, that back up the theme that it is important to do what is right. So you look back through the story, and you can either write this as a direct quotation, so word for word from the story, or you can put it in your own words, something that happened in the story. So in this example, from the scholarship jacket, we have, I refuse to do it, and I put ... you know it. So that's one piece of evidence from the text that shows it's important to do what's right. And that's when the teacher is talking about how he's not going to change the grades to make it so Joanna has better grades than Marta. And he does that because he's doing the right thing. So that's a good piece of evidence. When I write my evidence in my outline, I can use the ... so I don't have to write the entire thing down. But when I go to type my paragraph, I need to type the whole thing out. So make sure you can go find that again. Okay, and then we do our second piece of evidence where the grandfather says, then if you pay for it, Marta, it wouldn't be a scholarship jacket. I will not pay for it. And that's when her grandfather refuses to pay for the jacket because it's not the right thing to do. So I'm just going to talk about those 2 pieces of evidence. This example has a third. Remember, you have to have at least 2, and you can have more. Okay, so that's the evidence piece. And then when we're done with evidence, we go over to explanation. Okay, so the explanation is always on this side of our star outline over here. And for each of the pieces of evidence, we want to explain how that evidence proves our topic sentence. So the question you're asking yourself in the explanation is how does this evidence prove my topic sentence? So in this case, we're saying, how does this evidence prove that it's important to stand up for what is right? And it's really important in the explanation to use words from your topic sentence. Okay, so here's an example. This shows the theme because Mr. Schmidt is standing up to Mr. Boone, not wanting to lie about Marta and Joanne's grades. So we're explaining how this text evidence talks about standing up for what is right. So we use the word stand up for in our topic sentence, and then we're going to use them again in this explanation, standing up. Okay? And then our second piece of evidence where the grandfather is talking about how he won't pay for the scholarship jacket. Again, we want to use words from the topic sentence. How does this evidence support what I'm saying in my topic sentence? So how does this evidence show it's important to stand up for what is right? So I said, this shows the theme because Marta's grandpa refuses to pay for something she's already earned because it's right. So I use the term right in my explanation that comes from our topic sentence, right. Okay? And then in our star outline, when it's the conclusion part, I just write down it's the same as the topic. Your concluding sentence can be the exact same as your topic. So in my outline, I'm not going to rewrite it. I just say same as topic. Okay? So that's how you create a star outline. And then I want to talk a little bit about transition words for your star outline. For the evidence, we can write over here some transition words to use to show that this is evidence, to tell your reader, right now I'm giving you evidence. So in my star outline, I can actually write in the text, it says, and then you would put a comma, and that's how you would introduce that text evidence. And I'm going to highlight that to remind myself, this is the transition words I'm going to use right before I say both of these pieces of text evidence. Okay? And then for our explanation, we already have our transition words. We say, this shows the theme because. So the transition words are just signals to our readers that we're now explaining. We're explaining how this shows the theme. And this shows the theme because is a signal or a transition to the reader that that's what we're doing. And then at the very end, how are we going to let the reader know this is our conclusion sentence? We're going to start our conclusion sentence by saying, in conclusion. Okay? And we're actually going to highlight that one too. So when you go to write your paragraph, you already have your transition words in there in your outline to remind you. So at the end of my paragraph, my last sentence is going to say, in conclusion, comma, and then I'm going to write the same thing. The theme of the scholarship jacket by Martha Salinas is that it is important to stand up for what is right. Okay, so that's my star outline. Now when I go to type my paragraph, I'm going to have this outline in front of me. And I'm going to go, let's see, I'll go to a Google Doc to type my paragraph. And I'm going to be toggling back and forth between my paragraph and my outline. Okay? So, let's see. First, I'm going to look at my star outline, and I'm going to type this topic sentence. So I have it in front of me, and I'm going to just tab. When you start a paragraph, you always hit tab so that it indents 5 spaces, and then I'm going to just type my topic sentence directly from my outline. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my star outline, and I'm going to introduce my first piece of evidence. So I'm going to say, in the text it says, comma, and then I'm going to put that piece of evidence. Okay? Okay? And remember, if in my outline I use the ... I need to actually type it out, the complete quote from the text. And I couldn't remember it quite, and I don't have it in front of me, so we'll pretend that's the complete quote from the text. Then I go back to my star outline. I've done this one. I've done this one. Now I have to do my explanation, and I can just type that word for word from my star outline. Okay? So I have my star outline right next to me, and I'm going to type word for word the explanation. Okay, so I already have now my topic sentence, my first piece of evidence, and my first explanation. Then I'm going to go to my second piece of text evidence, and I'm going to use that same transition. In the text it says, and I might say it also says, okay, and I type out that entire quote, and then I'm going to do my second explanation. So I'm using my star outline to help me type. So I go back to my paper, to my text, and I type it out. Okay, so I have my second explanation. And now I'm going to go to my concluding sentence, and I remember, okay, I'm going to start that with in conclusion, and then I'm going to type the same as the topic. Okay? So I go back to my paragraph, and I'm going to say in conclusion, comma, and I'm actually just going to copy and paste that first sentence. Make that not capitalized. And for some reason I capitalize up. Okay, so I have my paragraph done. Now I'm going to go through and kind of fix any grammar mistakes or spelling mistakes I see. I accidentally put is instead of it. The shows the theme doesn't make sense, and I put this. I accidentally put an apostrophe instead of a quotation mark. There we go. So now my paragraph is done. And I did that using my star outline. Okay, so this is something we need to get good at and practice. And hopefully this video will help you as you're trying to work independently, going from a star outline to a typed paragraph. Good luck.